Welcome back and thank you for joining us. It's time to have our interactive segment, which is the phone-in segment where your voice matters as our viewers. Now, today we're opening our lines to hear from you on a question that touches every Nigerian household: political followership. Are Nigerians attached to personalities? All across the country, people form strong attachments to leaders. There are the obedient, inspired by Peter Obi's vision for change, and the articulates, whose loyalty to Atiku Abubakar reflects hope for a better future. In the north, the Kwankwasiya movement has become almost a family identity for many, while the Bats passionately back Bola Tinubu, seeing in him the promise of stability and progress. Now, for many Nigerians, political loyalty is deeply personal. It's about trust, shared values, and sometimes even a sense of belonging. But is this attachment always healthy for our democracy? Looking abroad, the Make America Great Again MAGA movement in the United States shows how intense personal loyalty can sometimes fuel division and undermine institutions. Are we too at risk if personality-driven politics overshadows policies and party platforms? Today, we want to hear from you. Pick up your phones, send your messages via WhatsApp, and share your perspective on this topic, because politics is not just about leaders, it's about the everyday people in Nigeria and how it affects their life. It's time to have this conversation with you this morning. The numbers are displayed on your screen. Call us in or send us a WhatsApp message, and your messages will be read live on the show. Please, as the rule of engagement before you call in, kindly turn down the audio of your TV set. If you're staying close to any equipment that could interfere with your call, please do that so we can have these conversations clean, clear, and smoothly. Hauwa, I want to hear your take on this. We have seen, several movements in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria, and I know you would agree that a lot of our followers have attached so much emotions on, a particular being than the party. And sometimes it affects our democracy. It affects how we play our politics in Nigeria. I would love to hear your take on this.
Well, we have seen how Nigerians react when it comes to, should I call it followership or allegiance to a particular person, not necessarily a particular party. We can look at things like, or followership, like, for example, the obedience, or as you mentioned, the articulates, or the bats, or Kwankwasiya as well. And I've had first-hand experience when it comes to followership, especially when it comes to Kwankwasiya. I've lived in Kano, I've seen how much it is, I've seen the kind of passion that they put out when it comes to speaking about, acting upon that kind of followership. But let's hear from
we have Shetima Yakudima on the line. Good morning, Shetima. Thank you for calling in this morning.
Good morning, Bagudu. Good morning, Hauwa. If I may ask, this morning, is this a beauty contest is contesting in the studio today? All of you look excellent, beautiful.
Thank you very much, Shetima. Go ahead.
Honestly speaking, followership attached to personalities. Of course, that is why we reach where we are today. I don't know. Our people have kind of, I can say, a wrong followership or political mentality, I cannot tell. But it's very, very unfortunate. You have been following personalities blindly. That person will this have something to offer? Somebody who was in the corridor of power for more than 16 years, some of them almost since the commencement of this democracy. But there is nothing to show. But still our people, they are following them. We don't know. Honestly, we have to wake up. We have to be regaining our senses. Because to me, this followership is a waste. You can follow somebody if at all you are seeing his contribution plainly. It's not wrong. But somebody who is dormant, some of our lawmakers, in the red chamber and green chamber. They were there. They did not even contribute anything to their constituency. But yet, when an election conducted, they will still come back. We don't know what is wrong. Our people have to wake up. We have to be seen. What is your contribution? What have you done to your constituency? In the previous office, what have you contributed first to human development before we will give you mandate again? But at all, Nigerians, we should realize what we are getting from these politicians is a chicken change. If you compare what on what they are getting and what they are looting, you see, it's very unfortunate today in Nigeria. A parent cannot pay the school fees of his children, and poverty everywhere, artificial poverty. It is man-created poverty, because in Nigeria there is no way we can say we are in poverty. The country is rich, but where that richness is going to is lying in the pocket of few politicians. It's very, very unfortunate. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. We are always saying that our concern is for the country. We don't care about any personality. Our main concern is the country. How the country will stand. How the country will be so strong as the way they have been in the past. All these politicians, honestly speaking, nobody can dispute about that. They receive pre-education with encouragement. What is wrong today? What is the matter? Why they cannot give the youngest ones what they benefited? The grandparents of these children, they are the ones that catch their taste, catch their desire to build humanity. And these present political gladiators, they are the beneficiaries. Why are they denying the youngest ones? I can remember when I was in secondary school, my elder brothers were in higher institutions, university and colleges. I used to visit them. I see what they are eating. 50 kobo ticket will place a chicken, full chicken on your dish. Rice, yam, and full chicken. 50 kobo. What is wrong today? What is going on today? Their lecture theaters, there was AC in their lecture theaters, air conditioner. You see, in the room, there are only 2 students in every room. In university, here University of Maiduguri. What is going wrong? And when the country was not rich as it is today, but we have been following them blindly. If they call, if they ring if they beat the drum of politics, our conscience is not with us. We are going there blindly. This is ridiculous. It's very, very unfortunate. We have to wake up and look at who will progress the society and what contribution that man has. We have to divorce. I'm always saying we have to divorce the party politics. We are matured now enough. We are matured enough to look at somebody who will do something for us, not the political party. That is why we are always calling. We are afraid the time to come where we will see an independent candidate. If we have independent candidate, all this nonsense will be put aside. We will look at your quality. What have you done in the past? What is your CB? How rich your CB is before we voted you into power. But this followership of personalities will not take us anywhere. People are deceiving people with Maggie and Mudu of rice. And somebody will subject you into difficulties for so many years because of Mudu of rice. and cup of just a cup of sugar. For what? We have to wake up. We have to wake up, honestly speaking. We are afraid and hoping Nigerian politics will pick off.
All
we
right.
have been seeing the credible person.
All
right, Shatima. Shatima, thank you for calling in this morning and joining the conversation. Hauwa, coming back to you, I want you to, tell us your experience, because I would say Kano is like your second home, and, you have seen the Kwankwasiye movement and how they have conducted themselves, how they carry out their activities. Would you say it is fair enough to say that, politics is more giving allegiance to an individual than the party, just based on your experience?
I believe that is what politics has become in Nigeria, especially with the intensity that we do politics. If you can remember, and I know obviously all Nigerians do remember during Buhari's period, his first and second term. At the end of the day, all you could hear is "See Baba Buhari," and that became the slogan. That became in the depths, in the heart of hearts of every Nigerian. And one thing that Nigerians do hold on to is that faith and hope. As long as you project that, then you have already caught that attention.
We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Olubenga Faleye. I'm calling from Oyo State.
Thank you for calling in. Please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Trust TV. Good morning, the presenters. Honestly, there is not bad in Nigerians attached to personalities, especially if it comes to political personalities. But once that personality derail from the objectives, I think that personality is supposed to be cautioned by those that are following them. And if they do good, they will be pleased. For example, if the federal government does something good, I will praise the federal government. But those that are attached to other personalities, like obedience, the articulate, they will attack me, because they are attached to those personalities. And if Atiku does something good and I praise him, those that are in support of PBAT and obedient, they will attack me. Same thing if I support Obi for doing something good. So the people that are attached to personalities, they take extra lengths. And if you say anything bad about the personality they are attached to, you become their enemy. You see all sorts of insults, especially those that are called obedient. There's nothing you can say good about the federal. They have never said anything good about the federal government. They have not said anything good about Atiku. They have not said anything good about Tinubu. Once you mention anything good about them, they begin to insult, curses, and abuses on you, because attached to that personalities, as if that that personality is their god. So political followership in Nigerians that are attached to personalities, they should be able to know when that personality derail, and they should be able to caution those personalities. And when those personalities, they do something good, they're supposed to praise them. So attaching to personalities does not mean that we should take that personality as our God, or as somebody that we cannot talk to if he or she does something bad or derail from the expected results. Some of those personalities, they be collecting constituency allowances, and they will not do anything to their constituents. And those that who are their followers, they will still be praising them. That's what fella call suffering and smiling. So those people that are personalities, they should also take the people that are following them, take their problem at their heart, and they're supposed to do good things to their constituents, so that their personalities will not be eroded, or will not be destroyed. So we that are attached to each personalities, we should know how to talk to those that are attached to other personalities. We should not attack other. So that's what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in and joining the conversation. Well, followership when it comes to leadership, that is why we see that when an individual in a political party, let's use Peter Obi as an example, who is, the top figure when it comes to the obedient movement. I mean, it is because of him that that movement exists in the first place.
Absolutely.
Now leaving the Labour Party, kind of, dragged a lot of leadership. Not that, he was able to verbally, pull them out, but they know that definitely
that
when he's moving, that allegiance,
followership.
exactly, when he's moving from the Labour Party to the ADC, they would definitely follow suit. So these are the things we'll see each time, an individual who is idolized in a party is leaving that
I like
party.
that word that you said.
Thank you so much. We have Abasinkong on the line. Hello, good morning, Abasinkong. Thank you for calling in this morning.
Good morning, beautiful ladies.
Good morning, Abasinkong.
The way people are looking, they should not snatch it from me. There's nobody to steal anything from me.
Thank you for calling in this morning.
Thank you for calling in.
Continue to remain on Trust TV. God bless these two of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sincerely speaking, Shetima has said it all, and the second caller has also said it all. Very wonderful speaker. I'll just summarize what I have to say. Now, we have Malami, we have Emitele. Don't they have followers? And look at what the atrocities they have done to this country. 57 property linked to Malami. 700 and something plus housing excess linked to Emitele. Are there no people benefiting from them? There is nothing you do to these two people that people will be angry. They want them to be free. They want them to be loose from the shackles of arrest. So, this is a very sweet topic, a very wonderful topic, that even as I'm lying down here, I'm watching, I'm just happy that you people are always bringing topics that touches the heart of Nigeria. I also want to add, there is an IG that was produced by the former president. This IG went about, he was asked to go to Benue to go and monitor the situation of Benue. Did that IG, did he go there? No. But he was in Abuja saying transmission. I don't even know whether that man attended primary school. So these are the things we are saying. Until we begin to put the flashlight on the people that we are following, until we begin to correct, we go back to the drawing board and correct the abnormality. If not, we are heading doom. And that will never be the portion of Nigeria, because Nigeria is a great country. This country is great. We have all it takes materially. Minerals, we have them. Intelligent people. Look at our intelligent woman. Look at Bagudu. You people are so intelligent. Look at Trump TV. Investigative journalism, that is what people are doing there. And if not, you will not be thinking topics that strike the heart of men and women. I also want to add here, there is a man, he's called Stan Robinson. He's the chief police officer in London, Metropolitan Police. He's a police officer there. And what did this man say yesterday? I shed tears. For a very big police officer like that, of that caliber, to say that there must be a drama. He was calling for a dramatic overhaul of the police system in London. Can that happen here? Can a policeman arrest a followership of any political party? They will release that person. And this is what the man is saying, that there must be a dramatic change to draconian law. They should change all those nonsense laws that are attached to the police system, attached to the military. They should change it. Until we begin to do this, no going anywhere. That is what Ken Robinson said yesterday.
All right, thank you very much,
Abasinkom, for calling in this morning.
I wanted to make a point when it comes to this followership and whether Nigerians do follow personalities blindly when it comes to issues that comes to, what affects Nigeria. We've seen different politicians, we call them personalities,
absolutely,
that have done a lot of things which does not, favor Nigeria or Nigerians, but still at the end of the day, you continue to see that followership. We've seen different controversies, just for example now, the back and forth with Malami going in and out of court and jail as well. You would still see followers there. When it came to the controversy, when it came to Ganduje in Kano, the allegations of misappropriation and collection
we saw what the followers did, absolutely,
going on, and different personalities in Nigeria. So the question is, do Nigerians really focus on what that personality or that politician is meant to do for the country, for the greater good? Or is it that this attachment that suddenly they do have, that they just feel the need to continue that followership, giving them a sense of belonging, giving them a sense of direction, in the sense that even though there might not be a particular direction that they're seeing, but having a feel of hope and faith, as well as that community feel when it comes to obedience, when it comes to articulate, when it comes to all of that.
I will come back to answer your questions, but we have some few WhatsApp messages here from our viewers. I'll take the first one from Usman Santura Kibeti, Jamaica Yola. He says, good morning, Hauwa, Kiyawa and Maimuna. Your outfits this Wednesday morning is superb. Thank you. Anyway, my take on political followership are attached to individuals. Is some certain quarters, the followership is attached to an individual. In some cases, it is not based on an individual. Excuse me. Take Kano, for instance, in the Second Republic, the political followership then was attached to late Malam Aminu Kano. In spite the strength of NPN, the PRP won Kano and Kaduna because of Malam Aminu Kano. But in certain period, the followership was not attached to individuals. In the present political dispensation, the APC followership was attached to late General Muhammadu Buhari, and that made it possible for the party winning the election for 2 terms. Thank you, Usman, for sending in your WhatsApp message this morning.
All right, I believe we have another one from Adamu Muhammad Usman from Kapung House in Jigawa State, and he says, good morning, everyone. Yes, I can agree with that. It is based on individual. In most cases, this is because we have seen it in the Second Republic under the platform of People's Redemption Party, PRP, in 1979, under the character, credibility, capacity, influence, and leadership of the late Malam Aminu Kano of blessed memory in Kano and Kaduna states. Then comes to late former President Muhammadu Buhari, may Allah have mercy on him, under CPC in Nasarawa State. Also for about 3 consecutive times, he has been winning and controlling the votes of the entire North in this presidential contest. And he won in 2015 solely because of him. While we may still attribute individual issue to Mr. Tinubu in the southwestern Nigeria under AD, etc. Kano in the recent times under Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso is a case study as well. All right, thank you very much, Adamu Muhammad Usman. Now, pointing out a couple of things and having to understand now, I believe during those times when it comes to
politics,
exactly, when it comes to politics, when it comes to followership, I believe a lot of Nigerians looked at character, credibility, capacity, influence and leadership as well. But at this point, now in our political landscape, do you think that people do look at those type of characteristics for them to say, okay, this person possesses these characteristics that would be for the greater good of Nigerians, for me, for you, and for everyone?
The country.
Or do you think that it is just a sense of belonging, or a sense of followership, a sense of faith and hope, just that, aside from capacity?
I would say no. I would say no. Why? Because we have seen these things play out. A lot of Nigerians abandon the ideology and the concept of why we should have good leaders, forgetting that, you know, this person that I'm following, when it comes to accountability, at the end of the day, he should be able to account for it. And a lot of people attach too much emotions to these things, and that is why when, you know, their leaders are being called out for certain misappropriation of funds or corruption or what have you, they forget the issue at hand and they start criticizing you, throwing jabs at you, throwing insults at you, and what have you. And this has, you know, kind of made these leaders a bit, should I use the word powerful, because they feel, oh, my followers are there to tackle these issues head on.
When you have that kind of followership,
of course, yes, you know, yes, that power will be there. You know, you just feel that, oh, my followers would, you know, do the needful. And this has continued to, you know, should I say, bring down the quality of our democracy in this country.
Do you think that these people do understand and know that they have a blind followership? That's why there isn't that accountability.
I think they do.
When it comes to what is needed to be done. Funny
enough, politicians know how their followers think and how they see things. They do know. I mean, they are the ones of, I should say, they are the leaders of that movement. So they know. And I would say this because just yesterday, Atiku, you know, spoke to his followers as to putting hands together in supporting the cause in which himself and the ADC, be it Peter Obi or whoever, should come together to, you know, head on, fight on what we have moving 2027 elections. So they know, absolutely they do know. They know how their followers think, they know how they see things, and they know how they perceive things. But sadly, this is what we get to face in the Nigerian politics. And I hope that very soon Nigerians will understand that, you know, having been a follower of a particular politician is not a bad idea. Of course, it's a good, but don't do it blindly. It's part of politics, excuse me. Don't do it blindly. Don't attach too much emotions, too much sentiment when there are critical issues facing even you, the follower, to that person
Go in
question.
With your eyes wide open.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone who called in this morning to join the conversation, and to those who sent in their WhatsApp messages. We say thank you for sticking with Daybreak. We'll go on a short break now. Excuse me. And when we come back, we'll be having a discussion segment. I'll be looking at the Kaduna attacks. We'll be analyzing on resurgent security concerns. Do stay with us. We'll be right back shortly.